Did you know that some of the deadliest wildfires in American history weren't just accidents of nature? They were the product of human decisions and mistakes. Welcome to Gateway to History, where today we're diving deep into the long and fiery history of wildfires in America. We'll answer questions like, how did wildfires shape the landscape of America? Why are modern fires more destructive than ever? And what can we learn from history to prevent future disasters? Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll see wildfires not just as natural phenomena, but as key players in the story of America. This video is packed with research, compelling stories, and expert insights, so you don't want to miss it. Let's start in a time before settlers arrived, when fire wasn't seen as the enemy but as an ally. For centuries, Native American tribes intentionally set fires to manage the land. Known as cultural burning, these fires cleared brush, encouraged new plant growth, and even improved hunting conditions. These practices weren't just ecological, they were cultural rituals deeply tied to the health of the land. By carefully timing and controlling these burns, tribes could rejuvenate ecosystems and reduce the risk of catastrophic wildfires. Stories passed down through generations celebrated the renewal of the earth brought about by these fires, creating a symbiotic relationship between people and nature. When settlers arrived, they misunderstood and suppressed these practices, believing all fires were destructive. This suppression disrupted the balance, leading to fuel buildup and setting the stage for the catastrophic wildfires we see today. Fast forward to the industrial era, when some of the deadliest fires in history erupted. In 1871, the Peshtigo fire in Wisconsin killed over 1,500 people, making it the deadliest wildfire in U.S. history. On the same day, the Great Chicago Fire also ignited, though it overshadowed Peshtigo in the headlines. These fires weren't just fueled by dry conditions, but also by deforestation, poorly managed timber, and drought. Towns built from wood, combined with industrial activity, created tinderbox conditions. Eyewitness accounts describe walls of flames moving faster than a man could run, engulfing everything in their path. Survivors spoke of apocalyptic scenes, glowing skies, unbearable heat, and desperate escapes to rivers and fields. These events highlighted the need for organized fire management, leading to the establishment of the U.S. Forest Service and new fire suppression policies, though not without long-term consequences. These policies, aimed at eliminating fire altogether, disrupted natural cycles and inadvertently made forests more vulnerable to future disasters. Today, wildfires are larger, hotter, and more frequent. But why? Let's take California's Camp Fire in 2018 as an example. Sparked by faulty power lines, it quickly became the deadliest and most destructive wildfire in the state's history. Winds carried embers miles ahead of the main fire, igniting new blazes and trapping residents. Climate change has only amplified these conditions. Rising temperatures dry out vegetation, turning forests into tinderboxes. Additionally, decades of fire suppression have left forests overcrowded with fuel. Scientists point to a fire paradox. The more we suppress small, manageable fires, the more we enable massive, uncontrollable ones. Personal stories from survivors of the Camp Fire reveal the terrifying speed and unpredictability of these modern infernos. While technology and policy are evolving, history teaches us that living with fire, rather than fighting it, may be the key to a safer future. Controlled burns and community preparedness can help mitigate the risks of these megafires. Not all wildfires make the headlines, but their stories hold vital lessons. One such fire is the 1910 Big Blow-Up, which burned over 3 million acres across northeastern Washington, northern Idaho, and western Montana in just 2 days. It claimed 87 lives and destroyed entire towns. Yet, it's remembered less for its destruction and more for how it shaped modern firefighting. This fire led to the creation of smoke jumpers, specialized firefighters who parachute into remote areas to combat blazes. The big blow-up also fueled the belief that all fires should be extinguished at any cost, a philosophy now criticized for its unintended consequences. Lesser-known stories like the Hinckley Fire of 1894, which killed over 400 people in Minnesota, reveal similar themes of human error, rapid spread, and resilience in the aftermath. By looking back at these lesser-known disasters, we gain insights into the dangers of overreaction and the importance of balanced fire management. Understanding these past events can guide us toward more effective strategies today. What if we could predict and manage fires before they start? Today, advances in technology are transforming how we fight wildfires. From satellites that monitor hotspots to artificial intelligence models predicting fire behavior, tools like these are game changers. For example, drones equipped with thermal imaging cameras can map fire perimeters in real time, providing critical information to firefighters on the ground. Innovations like fireballing drones, which drop small incendiaries to start controlled burns in hard-to-reach areas, are revolutionizing fire prevention. Beyond that, new materials are being tested for fire-resistant homes, and sensors placed in forests can detect smoke or heat, alerting authorities within seconds. These innovations, combined with lessons from history, could mark a turning point in humanity's relationship with wildfires. But technology alone isn't enough. Understanding and respecting fire's role in nature remains crucial. Investing in education and community planning will ensure that technology is used effectively and equitably. What happens to the animals and plants when fire sweeps through their home? Wildfires are often seen as purely destructive, but for many ecosystems, they play a crucial role. In the aftermath of a blaze, some species, like the lodgepole pine, actually thrive. These trees rely on intense heat to open their cones and release seeds, ensuring the next generation. However, as wildfires grow more severe, not all species can adapt. Consider the plight of California's mountain lions, whose habitats have been fragmented by repeated fires. With nowhere to go, their populations face increased stress. Stories of resilience emerge too. Scientists recently observed how burrowing animals like gophers survive by staying underground and emerging to a refreshed, greener world. Wildfires are nature's way of rejuvenating the land, but the balance is delicate. Protecting vulnerable species while allowing natural processes to continue is a challenge that requires careful study and action. How do people rebuild after losing everything to fire? Communities affected by wildfires often show incredible resilience. Take the town of Paradise, California, nearly wiped out by the Camp Fire. Residents faced harrowing escapes and devastating losses, yet their determination to rebuild has been inspiring. Grassroots organizations sprang up to offer housing, supplies, and emotional support. Similarly, after the Bastrop Complex fire in Texas, a local artist turned charred trees into sculptures, turning destruction into a symbol of hope. These stories remind us of the human spirit's capacity to adapt and persevere. Rebuilding after a wildfire is about more than infrastructure. It's about preserving the bonds that make a community strong. These stories inspire us to support one another and prepare for the challenges ahead. Thanks for watching. If you found this video insightful, check out our video on Rain in the Face Speaks, the untold story of Custer's last stand. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more stories that uncover the history and science shaping our world.